フロントウィング。グリザイアの果実。
Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. So I made my quick crappy little logo, overlay thing for, Grisaia, because, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up actually enjoying it, as much as the pro tag is a bit of a dick bag. So, yeah. Yeah, nothing, too crazy to say for today. We're gonna continue on from where we left off last time. What had happened last time? We were introduced to our main character, Kazumi Yuji, who is someone with a kind of past where he lived in the mountains with a master, who taught him, I guess, martial arts, maybe? While also teaching him some very misogynist things. Which is just kind of, yeah. And we are now going to a school because that is something we wanted to experience, being a student. I don't know what that's about. No idea what the hell that's about at all. Morning, Nichols. How's it going? Yeah, we were then introduced to all of our classmates, of which there are only 5 other ones. And of course, they're all women. Because this wouldn't be a visual novel if most of the cast was not comprised of women. You doing good? Good, good. Glad to hear. Very glad to hear. Played through, got to know a few of them a little bit, not much, and then the opening, you know, title happened, so now I guess we would be in, I guess, Act 1 proper? So I'm assuming I'm gonna start getting choices now. Because before it was just kind of railroading. It's just like, alright, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. La-di-da. But I got a feeling we're gonna get some actual choices this time to get ourselves on routes. Which will be fun, hopefully. We have 5 girls so far. I'll actually turn my window capture off because all of them are represented on this wonderful background image I found. So we've got our main boy, Kazumi Yuji. To his right, we've got, shit, I'm trying to remember her name. She got introduced right at the fucking end. Yumiko Sakaki. To his left, we have, shit, I cannot remember her last name, but her first name is Sachi. We got the one with the small little pigtails here, Irisu Makina. The big one at the back, I cannot remember her last name, but her first name is Amane. And then down in the corner here, the blonde-haired, Mitsuru, who is trying very hard to be a tsundere. I'll eventually learn their names fully. At the very least, I remember their first names. Yumiko, Sachi, Amane, Makina, and Mitsuru. The only other character we were introduced to was our principal, shit. Tachibana something. Just, the principal's fine. She is someone who apparently knows who we are and set this up for us to be able to actually be a student, so there is some kind of history between us and the principal. What that is, I don't know, and of course the principal is also a woman, because visual novel. Okay, window capture back. I think I've talked for long enough, so we're just gonna continue on. The hell? There's an actual description? Huh. I can barely read it. I'm concerned with school killer Yumiko. That's got me worried. That opening did also have some, like, I don't know, someone with a sniper rifle, everyone surrounded by gangsters at one point. I don't know what the fuck this goddamn game is gonna bring. But, yeah, that's enough of that. Let's just load up and continue on. The period of the school day before classes begin is fundamentally blank, meaningless time. They say it's always best to arrive 20 minutes early, but preparing for a class takes 60 seconds at most. After that, there's not much to do other than wander around awkwardly. Still, I've always imagined school life as a fairly relaxed experience. Part of me is actually wondering if a little aimless downtime might be enjoyable in its way. School is not relaxing, bro. It is not relaxing. tests and deadlines, and then the social life aspect, if you really care about it that much. Even just a tiny bit, it all kind of weighs down. But unfortunately... What? Again? Is she trying to fucking kill us? Why does she have a box cutter? I am... confusion. That slightly pitiful fantasy was shattered all too quickly. Of course, I'm not gonna break a sweat from any attack of Yumiko's, but being slashed at with a blade isn't the kind of pleasant breather I had in mind.
なんで今のが避けられるの?
Why are you trying to kill us? Is Yumiko gonna be our yandere? Cause Mitsuru's got, you know, Tsundere kinda locked down. I mean, as hard as she tries, she's more or less got it locked down. I guess she had thought that it a particularly well-timed attack, judging from the shocked gaze she's directing at me as she catches her breath. Of course, given that conspicuous clicking sound and her plainly audible footsteps, she might as well have been screaming, "Here I come!" But... Are we a fucking Chuni? Oh my god. Like, ah, dude. Time moves at half speed in my immediate vicinity. Giving a straight answer would be a pain, so I pull something out of my ass.
嘘.
Yeah, I'm just screwing with you.
バカにしたわね。許せない。
Maybe it's just me, but I think trying to stab your classmate is somewhat worse.
事実としてそうなってないんだから無罪よ。
It's not a crime until you actually get stabbed. Oh my god. Hey, nothing's illegal so long as you don't get caught. Jesus Christ. This woman's copy of the criminal code seems to be missing the page on attempted murder. But judging from the way she momentarily bought my nonsense, she's unexpectedly airheaded. Maybe a bit naive would be the nicer way to put it.
覚えてなさい。
You're like one of 5 people I'm gonna see every day. It's pretty easy to remember that face and name and I guess constant murder attempts. There's only 6 of us here. It'd be harder to forget. Or it would be hard to forget.
そういうことじゃないわよ。
Still glaring in my direction, Yumiko retracts the blade of her box cutter. My dogs went out of the room. 1 second. Yeah, no, we hung around the school at the end of the day, figuring she would show up. She was there, she looked at us, didn't say anything, and then tried to bolt out of the room. Then when we managed to grab the door, she tried to slap us across the face, and we just grabbed her wrist. And then the title happened, and then now we're picking up, I guess, the next day. Now she wants to kill us for some reason. I don't know. So yeah, sorry, she's not the shy, quiet girl. She's kind of leaning toward the yandere and wanting to kill us. And snorting in displeasure leaves with a flutter of her skirt. Now I actually have to think about which girl I like the best. When I return to the classroom, Amane strikes up a conversation. I guess the story of the knife assault in question has already spread around the classroom, as my problem with Yumiko seems to be common knowledge. It's not like she's doing me any harm, but I can't say I'm enjoying this. In our first encounter, I approached the stubbornly silent Yumiko in a physical sense. The outcome was her initial act of rejection. In part, that might have been the result of my own heightened wariness. Sachi's heavy-handed foreshadowing put me on guard, and I have a tendency not to trust someone I'm meeting for the first time. At that time, while I certainly felt animosity from her, it wasn't so intense as to discourage me from approaching. However, from our second encounter on, Yumiko bared open hostility toward me. What's worse, apparently having come to the conclusion that she wasn't a match for me barehanded, she's been swinging around a box cutter of all things. According to Amane, it seems that Yumiko has something of a habit of brandishing retractable knives at people. That's a habit? Ooh, let me swing this knife at you. Ooh, sorry, bad habit. Of course, her goal is usually more intimidation than anything else, but speaking as the target this time, I can sense there's a part of her that's seriously trying to stab me. It's not the best feeling in the world.
ライバルとして認められたってことじゃないのかな。あの子、うちらには威嚇の意味で歯を出したりはするけど、本当に切りつけたりはしないし。
She just threatens us with the cutter all the time. No big deal. Yeah, no, thank you. I'd really prefer to avoid that kind of recognition.
いきなり接近しようとするからよ。近寄ってわからなかった？あの子の周りに強烈に張られたバリア。
I will praise the fact that there's voice acting. I don't have to do as much talking. Didn't notice.
ユージ君って強そうに見えるけど、鈍感さは命取りになりそうね。
Great! So that means that there are bad ends where I can just die? Wonderful. I'm pretty perceptive when my life's in danger, but I don't really feel that level of threat from Yumiko.
ユージ君って普通の恋愛とかはちゃんとできるの？
Oh. Jesus Christ. My master did say I was exceptionally unskilled in that department. Gee, I wonder why. You constantly in your head refer to Amane as the big woman.
師匠？
Oh, Michiru, not Mitsuru. I'm an idiot. Michiru. I'm a dumb... I haven't played the game enough. I will learn their names. I apologize. Also, I keep getting, like, stuffed up. Not even tall woman, just big. Yeah. Like, dude, come on. At any rate, I want to do something about Yumiko's aggressive rejection of me. For that purpose, I'll need to talk to someone familiar with her circumstances.
はいはい、ホームルームを始めるわよ。
The principal. With the attendance book in her hand as usual, our carefree principal appears. I guess Chizuru's the only one I can ask. In conclusion, Yumiko seems to hate me with a passion.
榊さんがどうかはともかく、あなたが嫌われる理由はよくわかるわ。
Huh? Why would that be? Oh? Let's hear it then.
ほうじゃないわよ。事情を知っていて暇そうなのは学園長ぐらいしかいないと思ったから聞きに来たって。わざわざ宣言して部屋に入ってくるとか何考えてるのよ。
I only said what I was thinking. Was I wrong?
違うわよ。一応。
Got it. In deference to your feelings, no matter how much I think you're lazing around, I'll keep it quietly buried in my heart from now on. Good enough?
そんなこと言われたら疑心暗鬼になるだけでしょ。
Wow, I just hate him even more. What do you want from me? Spare me the vague complaints. What's your pleasure? What the fuck?
だから嫌われるのよ。
Do you have an idea?
なんでも。で、質問の答えだけど。
The principal, cup in hand, lowers herself across from the sofa I'm reclining on.
榊さんはこの学園の創設以来の学生なの。
This place just opened recently, right?
ほぼね。一応学園の設立は今から1年前ぐらいだから。彼女はその時からここにいるのよ。
I see. What does that have to do with her rejecting me? Before responding to my question, she takes a sip of coffee from the cup in her hand.
自分のテリトリーに入ってくるのが怖いんでしょ。
Frightening?
そう。これまでは自分の認識できるものしかここには来なかったのに、いきなり異性の、それも得体の知れない人間が自分の近くに入り込んできた。
Yeah, I mean, he was literally getting up in her face right away when she wouldn't actually talk to him. He's got no, he literally has no, sense of personal space. Principal Tachibana takes a pen in her empty hand and jabs it towards me to emphasize her point.
なので排除しようとしたってことじゃないかしら。
So yeah, we're an intruder in her area and she wants to get rid of said intruder. Hazing, is it? Bit of bullying comes with being a fresh recruit, but I didn't expect the same here.
いじめにしてはいじめられる側が強力すぎるけどね。
Yeah, last I checked, bullying is not immediately trying to swipe at you with a box cutter. Apparently unconvinced by the idea of Sakaki stealing my lunch money, Principal Tachibana hides a snort of laughter behind her hand. Although it's certainly amusing considering the balance of our physical strength, I don't see how I can manage a decent student life at this rate. I'm honored to have provided a moment of amusement for our perpetually overworked principal, but I came here hoping to have a path toward overcoming this challenge illuminated by your educational guidance. Stop trying to sound smart. It's also a backhanded fucking compliment.
あ 実は私をいじめる目的でここに来たんでしょ。
Yeah, no shit, he's kind of a dickbag. Cranky from beginning to end. Ultimately, the principal didn't provide me with any useful advice. This is what a school is like, so figure it out for yourself. A normal school life means a few problems like this. I do have to admit, she managed to dodge the issue reasonably well with that last line. In any case, since she didn't have any clear answer for me, I'm left with no choice but to do as she says and try to work on this over time. It's not really my style to go with the flow like this, but if that's the proposal of my educational guide, there's no helping it. Oh my god, we're gonna get a lot of chibi cut-ins. I'm okay with this.
スパーリングみたいになってきたわね。
新兵を手のひらの上であしらう教官なのよさ。
最初はハラハラしましたけど、こうなってくると緊張感のかけらもないですよね。
どうして？
The result of going with the flow, Yumiko's attacks have been continuing without any particular change to date.
ユージもしっかり相手しちゃうから。
Yes, it is my fault that I keep getting attacked. It is my fault. Look, could you quit it already?
うるさい！
Her movements thrown off by my sudden sidestep, Yumiko staggers forward unsteadily. She tries desperately to regain her balance, resulting in a ridiculous pose in strong contrast with her usual haughty demeanor. Michiru lets out an involuntary giggle at the spectacle. She's instantly pierced by Yumiko's furious glare.
ごめんなさい。弱っ。
Ignoring Michiru as she cowers behind her desk, Yumiko storms out of the classroom in a towering rage.
行っちゃった。このところずっとリプレイを見せられているようです。
Your reruns, yes.
怖かった。何よあの目。相変わらず人を凍えさせるのに十分な威力を持ってるわよ。
チルチルにはきっと血の報復があるのよさ。
ちょっとやめてよマキナ。
お楽しみに。
お楽しみにじゃねえ。
Scenes like this one were very familiar by now. And with the exception of Michiru, everyone seems perfectly calm. Even if this little routine doesn't bother them, as a directly concerned party, it's problematic. Hey, Amane. In response to my call, she points to herself with her index fingers, silently asking, "Me?" Why was she... Oh, for fuck's sakes. When I nod, she approaches in her usual pointlessly sexy way. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Whatever. Whatever. Pointlessly sexy, meanwhile she's just existing. True, very true. Unless she means her hips were swaying as she moved. I mean, her sprite was kind of moving side to side, so I don't know. Is that supposed to evoke her, you know, just shaking her, moving her hips as she moves? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Yeah, fucking Yuji.
何どうしたの？榊さんとの対戦格闘に疲れたから私の胸の中で安らぎたくなった？
What? Excuse me? Everyone is so forward in this game. What the fuck? I'm sorry. Do you actually want me to treat you like a sex worker? What?
ユージ君がそれを望むのならそういう日があってもいいかな？
What the fuck? What the fuck am I playing right now? Literally every line in this visual novel is more wild than the last. Yeah! What the hell? I'm just past the title sequence! I'll be sure to keep that offer in mind. But that's not what I need today.
は？何なの？
Oh my god. You've known her, Yumiko, for a long time, right?
そりゃ確かに多少は他の子よりかは付き合いも長いけど。
Any ideas about the reason she's rejecting me this intensely?
ごめん、わからない。ああいう子でしょ？正直、事務的なこと以外に話す機会もあまりないのよね。
I see.
ユージ君も来たことだし、これから少しずつ話とかできればとは思うけど、今は私もほぼデフォルトに近い状態なのよね。
Certainly, Yumiko hardly seems the type to open up and reveal herself to be someone just because they've known each other for a while. I guess I'll have to find a solution myself after all. Thanks anyway. Let me know if anything comes to mind. With those words, I move to exit the classroom. If Yumiko's rejection continues to take this form, I'll have no choice but to ask the principal's advice again. At the moment I open the door and prepare to leave...
仲間意識かな？
Well, no shit! I stop at the sound of Amane's voice. Hmm?
ユージ君ってさ、よそから来た人じゃん？そういうとこ、あの子は異物感があって嫌なのかもね。
Isn't that exactly what the principal said? Yep. She's saying the same things as the principal, huh? Does it feel that way to you as well, Amane?
私はそんなことないわよ。ユージ君を全力で支援しちゃうから。
Why do I have your support already? I started my day off by calling you and Machina the Cicada Sisters. And then proceeded to call you Moron Girl after you said to call you Moron Girl. Which was something I told you to call me. Call me Moron Boy. It's a little hard to take that seriously, given the flow of this conversation.
ユージ君のこと、仲間だって思ったら、戦いも終わるかもね。
One of us. One of us. I return to the dorm and wander the hallways without any particular objective. Compared to shutting myself up alone in my room, it's easier to gather my thoughts. One of the group, huh? I recall Amane's parting words. It's easy for her to say, but actually getting that island of human being to recognize me as a friend seems next to impossible. First of all, we're not even on speaking terms yet. Oh, this late already? The sun is sinking below the window frame, casting shadows along the hall. About time for me to return to my room. Swear to fuck if Yumiko is in there with her box cutter ready to kill us in bed. For fuck's sakes, I'll put a lock on the door. Guess I'll try talking to her tomorrow. I scratch my head as I turn toward my bedroom. The sound of my slippers echoes roughly in the hallway. Yumiko might have her own set of internal rules, since she hasn't tried to attack me even once while inside the dorm. It's not that I was particularly off my guard as a result of that assumption. Rather, it was probably because it happened at this particular time of day. Or so I would reflect to myself later. Evening. A hallway in the dormitory lit by the setting sun. At the flash of thrusting light, I react instinctively. I grab her arm firmly. With her arm captured, Yumiko's face stiffens. The box cutter, blade still extended, rattles around at her feet, turning in circles around the handle. Trying for the element of surprise? Yumiko's expression changes from shock to fear. That's what tips me off that I'm not wearing my peaceful face. Sorry, that came out of nowhere, so I couldn't hold back. Fucking Christ. This dude is acting too chunny for my liking. If you don't know what Chunibyo is, it's basically, the literal translation is like middle schooler syndrome. It's basically someone who believes they're actually some kind of fantasy person. Like, I'm actually like a great swordsman, but I'm just acting like a student for now. That kind of thing. They would actually believe their D&D character is their real selves. And they're merely trapped in this mortal realm. That's the vibes I'm getting from fucking Yuji here. I didn't want to frighten her. I thought I could play the normal student. I wanted to convince myself that I could. Look, Yumiko. Still gripping her arm, I look into her eyes and speak. I'm not your enemy. Yumiko's expression betrays uncertainty for just a moment. But just as quickly, it settles back into her customary mask. But it doesn't look like you're convinced of that yet, so let me say one thing. Releasing her arm, I pick up the box cutter laying in front of her feet. Carefully retracting the blade, I hold it out to Yumiko. I won't cause you harm, and I won't pry into your business either. That's a promise. So stop this. It's pointless. Observe me and reach your own conclusions. If I'm lying, you can always try stabbing me again. Alright, whatever, bro. Stumbling, Yumiko retreats a single step. Bye. Turning around, I return to my room. Normally, Yumiko would seize such a chance to attack, but something's different now. Her elongated shadow is still, and the hallway is silent, except for the small sound of her breathing. Well, we survived. After that day, Yumiko's attacks came to an abrupt halt. Hopefully I can use this as an opportunity to slightly improve our relationship. I'm trying to live a normal campus life, so it'd be nice to minimize the number of classmates who want me dead. Well, you went from 1 to 0, so mission accomplished. Oh, she's just in cash clothes now. Okay. New day. Yo. As usual, to call Yumiko's behavior when we come across each other curt would be an understatement. But at the very least, judging from the clearly different way she's looking at me, her observation period seems to be ongoing.
あなたに質問があるんだけど。
I'll answer. Unless you want to know my weaknesses.
それを聞こうと思っていたのに。
What a shame. Come up with something else. She occasionally talks to me like this, but instead of friendly chats about our lunch plans, we have investigative inquiries and careful negotiations. Even so, I suppose it's a considerable improvement over outright bloodshed.
いつか絶対に弱点を握ってやる。
Have you tried my heel? It might literally just be my heel. Is that your idea of social interaction between classmates?
まだそうと認めたわけじゃない。
Well, I'm in your class, so already a classmate. Deal with it. Right then. I open my hands in an exaggerated, American-style shrug. Well, good luck to you, Yumiko. I think it's time to leave before she starts probing any further.
あのね、あなた。いい加減名前で気安く呼ぶのやめてくれない？
Seems like she's hung up on that point. After those events, I've been intentionally addressing Yumiko by her first name. The family name would actually be more appropriate here, but I got a bit of a reason for doing this. Says the woman who's never referred to me as anything but you?
だからといって、いきなり名前ってことはないでしょ。
So you're saying, as classmates, we should both use last names? Yumiko's expression clearly reads, "Oh crap."
なんであなたと同等の立場で呼び合わないといけないの？
Isn't that the starting point for building a cordial relationship?
だからといって。
Oh my god, he's fucking with her. Stop calling me by my first name, so I should call you by your last name like actual classmates? Why would I consider you an equal? Don't we want to have a good, relationship, a friendly relationship? What else am I gonna call you, Yumiko? It's either your first name or your last name. Or I can just be dismissive and call you you, which means I consider you lower than myself, which would piss you off even more. You're stuck. Alright, in that case, I'll take our friendship to the next level by making a pleasant nickname for you. Not to worry, you can do the same for... It might be a little early for that, so I propose starting with last names. Yumiko hesitates briefly, but before long, she opens her mouth stiffly and in a tight voice.
よろしくね、風見くん。
Finally, she used my fucking name. Please be an asshole. Please be an asshole. I mean, as much as I hate the dude, I kind of want him to continue this asshole trend, just to piss her off. Call her Sakaki-chan, just to really fucking, just to really make her flustered. Please, use the chan suffix. Damn it. After speaking those words with a cramped attempt at a smile, she stalks off. Yeah, best regards, Sakaki. Alright, so he's just going with her, with no honorific on her name. Thus, after great hardship, I finally succeeded in establishing an absolute minimum level of communication with my 5th classmate. Seems this school life thing is pretty rough in its own way. Whew. That was a lot of just randomness. When I push open the heavy glass doors, I find the lobby in utter silence. Staging my outdoor use shoes for the slippers I use in my room, I reach for the board hanging above the shoe racks. And flip the magnetic name tag reading Kazumi Yuji from out to in. A glance at the other name tags reveals that Sakaki, Sachi, and Amane are all in, but there's no one in the lobby. They're probably shut up in their rooms doing homework. Hold on. There wasn't any homework assigned today, which would mean my hypothesis just now can't be accurate. Then what? When students shut themselves up in their rooms, There's another wild line. He's not wrong, I suppose. Oh my god. I don't want to get... I'm gonna get fucking canceled at this end of this shit. When students shut themselves up in their rooms, homework and masturbation are the only things that come to mind. Although I gave the matter a little thought, I don't plan on going around and confirming my new conjecture. Yes, don't do that. Thank you. What in the fuck? What in the fuck? Is there... Okay, what does system do? Okay, that literally just brings up the game info. Okay. There's no, like, censoring in this, so wonderful. God fucking Christ. Alright. It's just a guess, and no matter what sort of vile filth they're getting off to, that's their prerogative. Jesus Christ. In this case, pretending not to notice would be the kinder thing. Having reached that conclusion, I reach out to the door of my room, but in doing so, I notice that a bit of tape I stuck on my door as a seal has been ripped off. Someone's in the room. Backing away from the door for a moment, I quietly press my ear against the wall, but can't hear any noises from inside. I mean, it could have also just been Sachi, you know, going around cleaning and noticed a bit of tape and was just like, I'll get rid of that. She is, for whatever reason, a very dutiful maid, student, class rep. I don't know. Doesn't seem like a typhoon is laying waste to the room in my absence, but either way, if it's someone stupid enough to miss the tape, no need to be too careful. I forcefully swing open the door to my room. All three of them are going to be inside your room, aren't they? I'm sorry, what? Alright, I just gotta keep going. Okay. Alright, are they still using this as like a drying room or something? Don't move!
びっくりした。急にドア開けないでよ。
What are you doing in here? Who called me a stripper? It's not my birthday. You got the wrong room.
ごめん。予想外の反応。前にいた学校じゃ誕生日に友達が寮の部屋にストリッパーを呼ぶようなサプライズがあったわけ？
What? It's just a Mane? Why are you in my room?
なぜって言われてもな。この部屋で着替えるのはいつものことだし。
Why? Amane points to a large overnight bag lying on the floor, presumably containing her spare clothes.
この部屋だけ冷蔵庫が大きいのよ。いっぱい買い物した時とか、この部屋の冷蔵庫を使わせてもらってるの。
Yeah. Why are you half naked?
そりゃ着替えてるところにいきなり踏み込まれたからでしょ。学校から帰ってすぐに買い物に行きたいときはここで着替えるのよ。
This isn't on the Twitch banned game list, so I'm all good. I just gotta keep going, that's all. You've got your own room, right?
私の部屋2階だし面倒じゃない。
When I was a grade schooler, I had friends who'd throw their bags by the door after school so they could get back outside faster. I guess this woman's brain works on the same level?
着替え続けてもいい？
Fine, I suppose.
そんなところに突っ立ってないで入ったら？
Oh, for God's sake. I'll come in whether you invite me or not. It's my room. I walk into the room, hold a glass under the faucet in the sink, and fill it up with tap water.
あのさ。
What? I swig down tepid water from the glass.
普通入るかな。
Actually, what? Your sentence is missing both a verb and an object.
いやだからさ、女の子が着替えてるんだよ。普通遠慮しない？
I'm not a normal man. And you were the one who barged into my room.
それはそうなんだけれども。
If you don't want to be seen, how about being frank about it and telling me to get out?
失礼ね。見られて困るような体してないわよ。
Oh, for fuck's sakes! Want me to stick a 20 in your panties?
だからストリッパーじゃないっての。
Jesus Christ. This fucking game. If you say so. You seem pretty used to this.
そりゃこっちのセリフよ。そうやってビール片手にテレビで野球観戦する親父みたいにじっと見られても落ち着かないじゃない。
If you didn't want to be seen, you should have said so from the start. I'll be outside. Call me when you're done changing.
いいわよ。すぐ着替え終わるから。
What a troublesome woman. What do you want from me?
そこでおとなしくじっとしてなさい。
No! I apologize so much. I apologize to everyone having to watch this. Nice tits.
感想とかいらないから。
I feel dirty just saying that out of nowhere. Returning my empty glass to the sink, I turn my back on Amane for the moment. Breaking into my room as she pleases, throwing her tits around as she pleases, and getting pissed at me as she pleases. Dude, what the fuck? I don't have any real obligation to be considerate of someone like that. But, well, this kind of thoughtfulness is what keeps society moving smoothly.
ねえ、ユージくん。
What?
君、なんだか妙に女慣れしてるよね。お姉さんとかいるの？
God fucking mighty. Yep. This is so fucking awkward. This has so far been the most in-your-face visual novel I have ever gone through. Or seen. Like, what the fuck? And it's on Steam, so it is the censored version, technically. As far as I know. It really doesn't pull any punches. Yuji just says whatever the fuck is on his mind. Also, yeah, we're fine with apparently seeing a woman in just her underwear. And Amane is fine with a dude just seeing her in her underwear. So, what is that about? Well, I did have one.
いたって、今はいないの？
She's dead.
そっか、ごめんね。無神経なこと聞いて。
It's been years. Not a problem.
じゃあさ、無神経ついでにもう一つ聞いてもいい？
What?
お姉さんの名前は？
Kazuki.
カズキ？
I know, kind of a weird name for a girl. It's actually written with the characters for one and princess.
珍しい名前だね。
Okay. Yeah. Why do you ask?
別に、ただの興味本位。
I see. My sister's a topic I'd prefer to avoid as much as possible. Not because it's too painful to remember her death or anything sentimental like that. I just don't want to get in a heavy mood for no good reason. Maybe Amane picked up on my reactions, and she doesn't ask anything else about the subject. Although she's a troublesome, selfish woman, I can honestly appreciate that part of her.
お待たせ。着替え終わったよ。
Okay, so her top has a black and white stripes, black and white straps, and then there's also like a cream-colored bra strap. What the hell? Okay. Odd. Maybe the black straps actually connect all the way around to the back, while the white is just goes around there. I don't know. I'm overanalyzing a goddamn top. And when she said she was changing, yeah, she changed fully. I wasn't really waiting.
どう？似合う？
Now that I look, Amane's wearing a pointlessly skimpy outfit. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Alright, I feel like right off the bat, Amane's got a thing for us and is deliberately trying to attract us. Maybe? I don't know. Because she is very, very forward in everything she says. Even if it is summer, this is a bit over the top. Too much exposure. Your breasts are barely staying in that thing.
ああ、いいのいいの。せっかくいいの持ってんだから、半分ぐらいちらつかせておかないと損じゃん。
At least she's comfortable with herself. Oh, God. A waste of resources?
この格好で商店街に買い物に行くと、なぜかみんなサービスしてくれるのよね。
Gee, I wonder why they throw in a bunch of freebies. Could it be that they're all pigs? God almighty. Ah. This woman's trying to disrupt the economy of the shopping district via her tits?
あーって何よ。
Oh god, I feel so uncomfortable, man. I feel uncomfortable saying half of this stuff. Not what I like ever say. Nothing at all. If you're done, hurry up and go. The dirty old men at the shopping district are clutching their 20s in anticipation.
そうだね。そんじゃあ行こうか。
Wait, let's go? Holy fuck! What the fuck is that line? Holy shit! As she speaks, Amane grabs my arm like a border patrol agent seizing an illegal immigrant from Mexico. Did I download the wrong game? What are you trying to pull? Get off.
ねえ、お買い物に付き合ってよ。
Why do I have to come?
今日は10キロのお米を買うから運ぶの手伝って。
10 kilos of rice. Even if you don't rope me into this, with that huge body, 10 kilos shouldn't be an issue. Or so I thought, but courteously didn't put into words. We are dealing with a woman here, technically speaking. What the fuck does that mean? Yuji, what the fuck? I like your assholishness, not liking the misogynist. Okay? In the first place, she's only large for a woman. I'm 8 or 9 centimeters taller. I guess Amane's gotten sick of me staring at her silently as she jerks me closer by the arm she's grasping.
おっぱい見せてあげたじゃん。買い物ぐらい付き合ってくれてもバチ当たんなくない？
Oh, for fuck's sakes. I don't remember asking to see her breasts. This woman's logic is completely incoherent.
なに？なんか不満そう。見るだけじゃ足りないなら、もんどく？軽くつまむ程度に。
What? What? What a stark difference from the last 2 VNs I've done. How about just throw a bug at her and then I'll make her run away? If you think a flash of your tits will make any man do your bidding, you've got another thing coming.
まあまあ、どうせ暇なんでしょ？うちの学校、今までは男子っていなかったから、力仕事は全部私に回ってきたのよ。かわいそうだと思わない？
When you've got a physique like that, I think it's probably inevitable.
これからは電球が切れても、ユージ君がいれば安心だね。そんじゃ行こうか。
What was that boing sound? Oh, God, of course. As she speaks, Amane entwines herself around my arm, pushing her famous breasts onto me. Hey.
わっちはこう見えても休暇を実家に持つ母親の娘ぞ。本来であれば裸を見たあんたには責任取って結婚してもらうところよ。
The fact I just spent a good second thinking about anti-helicopter mines is, frankly, completely ridiculous. What the fuck? But the world has been seeming like an extremely ridiculous place recently. No point getting too down on myself. Fine. You just need me to carry the rice, right?
そうそう。最初からそうやって素直にうんって言ってりゃ可愛いのにね。
Oh my god. I've heard it's better not to be loved by God or big women if you want a long life. What?
What the fuck?
Hey, Brozard. You've missed a lot. You've, oh my god. If God exists, she'd be a big point. Brozard, you missed us walking into our room to find Amane changing in it. And then not getting mad that we walked in or anything, and was like totally fine with us watching her change. And there's been a lot of talk about her tits. Oh yeah, and Yuji even said, "Want me to slip a 20 into your panties?" Yeah, definitely too late at this point, but whatever. It's... Oh, also, the girl we met at the end of, last stream? Yeah, we started off, she was trying to, kill us with a box cutter. Constantly. So, this whole thing has just been off the rails for... since we started. Just a joke. Let's get going already. Let go of my arm. I don't need you clinging all over me. It's stifling.
本当は嬉しいくせに。ってあれ？ユージくん、なんかいい匂いする。香水とかつけてる？
Don't press your nose against me and snuffle. You're not a dog. Just fucking hit her. Honestly, carrying some rice isn't really that big a deal. But if I'd agreed from the start to save myself the effort of resistance, it's easy to see she'd take that as a license to push increasingly unreasonable requests on me. If you're smart, you start rejecting people's requests at 80% your real tolerance level. What? Whatever, man. The misogyny continues. Women's shopping methods can be broken down into two patterns. Type A throws anything that catches her eye into her cart, whether or not she has any need for it. Type B deliberates endlessly over cost efficiency even when she has a pressing need, and ends up buying nothing. My impression of the woman named Amane, probably influenced by her large build, was that she was likely the careless sort who'd follow the former pattern. But apparently, I'm not much of a judge of character.
次は八百屋さんに行こうか。
Yeah, it's definitely not what they're referencing. He's just literally saying, just say no to everything. Say no to pretty much everything you can. And then when you finally accept, they won't bother to ask more of you. So you get the literal bare minimum out of you, or something. I don't know. Frickin' Yuji piece of shit. What? You're still buying? If you needed vegetables, why didn't you get them at the supermarket just now?
スーパーより商店街の八百屋さんの方が安いんだもの。
I understand in theory that specialty shops are better than general retailers, but as the one being dragged around, changing stores this rapidly is a serious nuisance. Because Amane mentioned she wanted to buy oolong tea, I'd reached out for a 2-liter, 158 yen bottle at the supermarket. Only to have her slap my hand firmly away. It was $2 for 2 liters. In the woman's own words, don't buy that here. Get tea packets at the drugstore and you can make 52 liters for 480 yen. And so, I ended up having to tag along to the drugstore as well. Okay, so I'm gonna do my math here. So 158 yen divided by 2 liters, that's 74 yen per liter for just the jug. And it was 480 yen for 52 liters. Okay, fair enough. That is actually cheaper. About 9 yen per liter at that point. Alright, Amane has a point. Sorry, not $9, 9 cents. Gotta remember, with yen, just move the decimal point 2 over, and that'll roughly be what it is in Canadian and American. More closely American at this point, though. I did check. Every Canadian dollar is about 90 yen right now, so that's actually pretty good. It hasn't been that high in a little while. So, hallelujah. It's becoming cheaper to import things again. And so I ended up having to tag along to the drugstore as well.
すみません。玉ねぎと人参くださいな。
お、あまねちゃんいらっしゃい。今日も可愛いね。
でしょ。ね、奥さんに内緒でおまけしてよ。
One USD is 112. Yep. That's right. Which, wow, I wish that was it in Canadian, because damn, that'd be nice and cheap. But hey, I'll take 90 yen for one Canadian cat. That's pretty good. Again, it's better than it's been in a while. I think for a long bit it was like in the 70s. It was just like, yeesh.
あまねちゃんにはかなわねえな。よし、そんじゃおじさん、いちごのパックをおまけしちゃおうかな。
嬉しい。いいの？
あまねちゃんだけのサービスなんだから、みんなに言っちゃダメだぜ。
ありがとう。いちご、マキナが大好きなのよね。
そういや、今日はマキボウは一緒じゃねえんだな。どうしたい？
はあ、今日はお米も買ったからタフな荷物持ちを連れてきたの。
Growling, the dirty old green grocer sizes me up with a blatant scowl on his face.
なんであいつは気に入らねえ目つきしてやがるな。
そう嫌わないでやってよ。私の弟なんだから。
Who's this, Majima? No, not anyone nearly as entertaining as Majima. Kiryu-chan! I had to play the Yakuza series. Just because I've seen so much shit with just Majima.
弟？なんで弟かよ。俺はまたてっきりあまねちゃんがろくでもねえ男と付き合ってんのかと思ってよ。おじさん早かったにしちまった。
I'm not sure what's so funny, but the green grocer cackles heartily as he stares into my face. Yakuza's pretty great, though there's often a lot of female objectification too. Yeah. I mean, you don't hit women, at least. I mean, that's why... That's what I hear why Kiryu Kazuma is not in any fighting games. Because the creator doesn't want to see him hit women. Which, I mean, is pretty bad in general. Just, it's like, wow. But whatever. Still, I mean, it's like, hey, cool. He doesn't see his character as the type to just hit a woman for no reason at all, or even any given reason, but whatever. I mean, it's a fighting game. It's gonna happen. It's just, it's not... whatever. It's what it is. I don't know what to say anymore. Still, it's something the creator doesn't want to see the character they made do. Which is fair.
Hey, boss! 名前は
Yuji.
そうか、ユージか。いい名前じゃねえか。姉ちゃんの手伝いしてやれえな。よし、おめえにもイチゴやるから食え。
Okay, I get strawberries as well.
ビタミンが足んねえからそんな人殺しみてえな面になんだ。栃木のブランドイチゴだぞ。食え食え。
Thank you. I smile and lower my head in a slight bow, prompting the old man to shout, "What? You can smile after all?" In an even louder voice.
じゃあおじさんありがとうね。
おう、また来な。サービスすっからよ。ユージもな。
Alright, we get free shit just because we're pretending to be your brother. Of course. Thank you.
あんたその顔やめな。
Hmm? What are you talking about?
そのひどい笑顔、まるで誰かに習ったみたいな顔だね。
You're strangely perceptive at times.
あんたってさ、たまにそうやって顔で嘘つくよね。そういう家系なの？
Fake smiles are an expression of consideration for others. You want me to scowl instead?
だったらもう少し上手に笑いなさいよ。バレバレよ。
I was taught that children's smiles and women's tears are weapons. Well, this is the first time my own emotional front was penetrated like this. I may have been underestimating this woman.
またそうやって怖い顔する。そんな顔するからなきなか怖がるんだよ。
I was born with this face.
へえ、じゃああんたのお姉ちゃんもそんな顔だったわけ？
My sister was... Yeah, well... In her case... She always had this sleepy expression.
ふん、そうなんだ。
Why bring up my sister there?
まあ、なんとなく。
More importantly, are we finished with the shopping yet?
あとはお豆腐屋さんで絹ごしと白滝を買うだけ。
We're still not done? Just carrying rice. So I've been promised when I agreed to the shopping expedition. But in the end, I ended up following her around for a good 2 hours.
買い物に付き合ってくれてありがとう。助かったわ。
As she speaks, Amane is packing away the ingredients she purchased. For some reason, into my refrigerator.
普段はマキナと一緒に行くんだけど、あの子と買い物に行くとスーパーのお菓子売り場とかおもちゃ屋さんに寄り道したがるから時間かかるのよね。
It's not a problem, but mind if I ask you something? Why are you putting that stuff into the fridge in my room?
だ から、この部屋の冷蔵庫が一番大きいんだってば。
That's not an answer to the question.
いいじゃない。どうせろくに使ってないんでしょ。ほら、いちごあげるからさ。
I already got a bushel of fucking strawberries. I don't need you to feed me one. That's from the pack the old man at the green grocers gave to me.
私がいたからもらえたんじゃない。冷蔵庫の中の牛乳も飲んでいいからさ、ね。
It's not that I particularly care about her using the fridge, but her barging in here every time she needs to get something would be a pain in the ass.
そうだ。今日のお礼に晩ご飯作ってあげようか。
I've already cooked rice, and I got canned food from the side dishes, so I'll pass.
おかず缶詰なの？なんかわびしい感じ。それにお米って炊飯器もないのにどうやって炊いたの？
Using that over there. I point toward a cylindrical mess kit style rice cooker made of aluminum, currently towering over the IH cooking heater in my kitchen.
飯盒で炊いたの
IH heaters can't quite manage aluminum, so I've been using a gasoline stove I had with me instead.
サバイバルだな。よくそんな道具持ってたね。
Oh, from what we know, he's been living in the fucking mountains for God knows how long. It's only normal for a man to have a stove or two. Normal for a man is probably an overstatement, but it's standard equipment for a backpacker at least. Ideally, you'll want one that can use unleaded gasoline you can get from gas stations.
それじゃあさ、ご飯持って私の部屋来る？おかずが缶詰だけじゃ寂しいでしょ？どうせマキナの分も作るんだし、一緒に食べようよ。
No, I'll pass.
どうして？心配しなくても、こう見えても私、料理は得意なんだよ。
Machina would be there, wouldn't she?
ああ、そっか。マキナ、まだユージ君のこと怖がってるか。
Thought I heard her mention rice, but it wasn't in the translation. 0 out of 10, literally unplayable. Exactly. I think it'd be better if I wasn't there.
この際だから仲良くなってよ。
It's not gonna happen that fast. And if I go out of my way to eat quietly, she'll end up feeling even more uncomfortable. I'll pass after all.
まあ、今日は仕方がないとしても、マキナと仲良くなってくれれば、いつだってご飯作ってあげるよ。
You telling me to become friends with her in exchange for food?
そうは言わないけどさ、仲良くしてほしいっていうのは本音。あの子、ああ見えて友達作るの下手だからさ、ユージ君の方から声をかけてあげてよ。
I don't have anything against her, and I don't want to be on hostile terms, so I'll try to talk to her. But I'm not going to guarantee it's going to improve things. My personality being what it is. Picking up on the words I've left unspoken, Amane answers, "That's good enough," with a smile.
じゃあ、今日はありがとうね。
As soon as the words are out of her mouth, she briskly walks out the door, but... hey, wait! You forgot... The overnight bag, packed with her spare clothes, is still lying in the center of the room. That woman... She isn't planning to change in my room again, is she? More to the point, I'm sure I locked this door when I left this morning. How did she even get in here? There aren't any signs of damage to the lock, and I can't imagine she's got a secret talent for lockpicking. Does she have a spare key or something? How much you want to bet there is only one key for every door in this fucking dorm? And everyone has a copy. That's gonna be my guess. Suo Amane. The creatures, known as large women, are mostly careless, but weirdly attentive to certain details. They possess unusual intuition, as well as pointlessly large breasts. And on the whole, deserve to be handled with caution. What the fuck, dude? Stop! Fucking Christ. It's like fucking analyzing her like something he's hunting. Have you noticed that everything Amane does and has is pointless? Pointlessly sexy, pointlessly skimpy outfit? Yeah. Yeah, apparently. That's literally how he describes everything she does. Pointless. This dude have just like, I don't know what he's got going on. I mean, he said he's intimidated by big women. Even though he also admits she is actually still shorter than him. Which begs the question, how tall is Yuji? I don't know. I just don't know. In the time-honored traditions of America, bright red cars are called pony cars because of their reputation as playthings for schoolboys. While yellow models are jackass cars because only morons drive them. A certain German woman I know, whether aware of that or not, deliberately drives a particularly flashy yellow vehicle around. Apparently, she very much enjoys the compliments she gets from colleagues at work. Usually some variation of, "It really suits you." In other words, a stupid car like that is just about right for a dumb blonde. Damn! Whereas in reality, I'd say she can wear what she wants, but yeah, this is just fan service. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think you missed it, Brozart. She said, Amane said in her last scene that top she wears it specifically when going out to the grocery stores, like the shopping district, because for some reason, all the vendors give her free stuff. And she only admitted that after we said your breast can barely be contained in that thing. Whatever. It is what it is. But she hasn't caught on to the fact she's being mocked, and I've tactfully decided not to inform her either. She's an entrepreneur, probably grew up poor, maybe? She's also very comfortable with making, sexual advances or remarks about herself. Like, she straight up offered to us after we ended class, before the whole undressing thing she had going on. It's like, want to snuggle up in my bosom? It's like, what, are you a stripper now? Do you want me to treat you like a sex worker? Oh, maybe. It's like, what the fuck is going on? She may have had to do that to survive growing up. Let's hope not. But whatever. Do what you gotta do. To the game, not her. Yeah. Just like with women who get flattered when someone tells them, your dress does wonders for your figure, it's pretty tough to let her know after the fact she's not really being complimented. Sometimes things like this can come to bite you when you least expect it.
ねえ、ユージ君。
Hmm?
なんかあそこにいる怪人の女の人、こっち見て手を振ってるんだけど、知り合い？
I don't know her. I don't have any bimbos among my acquaintances. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
いや、でもなんかめっちゃあんたに向かって手振ってるんだけど。
I told you, I don't know her. Probably selling Girl Scout cookies.
何それ？
Either way, better not get too close. Let's get out of here.
ユージ？ねえ、思いっきりユージって呼んでるよ。
What is that woman thinking?
誰なの？
I'll explain later. Sorry, but go on ahead.
え、何？やっぱ知り合いなの？まさか借金取りとかじゃない
A
よ
loan
ね？
shark. She's my guardian. Or rather, my guarantor.
大丈夫なの？
It's fine. Hurry up and take Machina back. I'll be right behind you. I'm just gonna go say a quick hello.
うん。
Apparently, not enjoying the way I'm shooing her off with my hands like a stray dog, Amane walks away with a sulky expression, shooting repeated glances over her shoulder. After watching Amane and Machina disappear past the school gate, I screw up an irritated expression, scratch my head vigorously, and approach the blinding yellow bimbo mobile. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Look, woman.
やあ、学生生活を楽しんでいるかい？
Yeah, more or less. You enjoy pretending to be my guardian? He's so fucking bitter for no reason.
嫌な物言いをするのね。あなたのそういうところ、朝子にそっくりよ。
What did you come here for?
何しに来たはないでしょ。私、一応あなたの保護者なんだよ。
Although I'm grateful you're acting as my guarantor of my background, I don't need a guardian at my age. Kindly get lost.
冷たいのね。子供の頃はもっと素直で可愛かったのに。
If you think you can shut me up by bringing up my childhood, you got another thing coming. I'll repeat the question. What did you come here for? If it's about work, I thought I had a break for the moment.
いやあね、私はただあなたが普通の学校で普通にやっていけてるのか様子を見に来ただけよ。
There's no problem at the present. If you force me to come up with one, you being here would be top of the list. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to make up an excuse when I go back to the classroom. Don't increase my workload.
破綻のない過去は用意してあげたでしょ。私のことは母方の親戚だって押し通しなさいな。
I prefer to avoid lying outright where possible. Lies are like colors. The more you pile up, the blacker things get.
嘘の場合は赤くなるでしょ。
Get enough of that place and things turn just as black.
そうならないようにうまく立ち回ることね。自己死はしたくないでしょ。
I don't need you to tell me that. I'm handling this myself. Which is precisely why I don't need you giving me surprises like this.
わかったわよ。今日のところはこれで帰るわ。
What? Are you serious? You really did just come to see me?
そう言ったでしょ。仕事の話なら事前に携帯に連絡してから来るわよ。
Ah. Right, the cell phone.
ちょっと、まさか持ち歩いてないの？ちゃんと仕事用とプライベート用に2つ用意してあげたでしょ？
Sorry. I'll make sure to keep it around from now on.
こちらからの呼び出しに対して15分以上返答がなかった場合、逃亡とみなして何人か送りつけるわよ。わかってる？
Okay, Huh. Are we like some kind of government or agent of some kind? And it's just now we decided I want to be a student just to experience student life. And she's not our guarantor, but our handler? You've watched Full Metal Panic. Oh boy. I'm aware.
それと、県外に出るときは事前に申請書を提出すること。
I'm aware of that as well.
思い出した。あなたこの町に来るとき歩いて県境を越えたでしょ。ちゃんと電車のチケット用意してあげたのに何やってんのよ。
I hate trains, as you know.
だからって200キロも歩くバカがどこにいるのよ。
The kind that's standing in front of you. Also, the walk was closer to 175 kilometers.
そのせいで警察の世話になったくせに偉そうに言わないの。上から嫌味を言われるのは私なのよ。ちょっとめんどくせえなこの女みたいな目で私をじっと見るのやめなさい。
Okay, you gotta give it more time here, Brozard. I'm barely into this game. We're not even on a route yet. You some kind of psychic? How'd you read my thoughts?
泣くわよ。
No. Look, I do feel bad about that. I'll apologize nice and slowly over dinner next time, okay? So please leave.
飯でも食わせておけば私が黙ると思ったら大間違いよ。もう一度言うけど、事故死したくなければおかしな真似はしないこと。わかった？
Understood. Orders received, Major Harudera. Jesus, yep, we're in the military of some kind. Hey, stop saying, can I hit this guy? Just once, with your eyes?
あなたエスパーなの？
Please don't spread it around. It's a pain in the ass to have to bend a spoon every time I introduce myself.
あのね。
I do understand. Don't mind my jokes.
まったく。なんでこんな可愛げのない子に育ったのかしら。
I get that a lot. Hurry up and get going. You don't have the time to play around here either, do you?
言われなくても帰るわよ。それと、しつこいようだけど。
You're right. My bad, JB.
わかればいいわよ。じゃ、また連絡するわ。
Yeah. I will give them this. The sound design is actually really good for a VN. I watch as JB turns away and climbs into her car, her blonde hair swinging behind her in waves. As she drives off, I retrieve a cell phone from my school bag. Although I'd pretended otherwise, I've been carrying my work phone around just as ordered. It's a black, low-profile slide phone I received from JB, specifically for company business. I slide the screen up, quickly input the unlock pin, and call up the menu screen. Although it looks like a perfectly normal cell phone, any calls made from this machine pass through a special encrypted line. There's only one entry in the contacts. That single number is listed under JB, Julia Bardera, naturalized name Harudera Yuria. Wow. Okay. My direct supervisor at my part-time job. If you're gonna come, at least give me an advance warning. I click my tongue in irritation, slide the phone shut, and stuff it into the pocket of my uniform so I can respond instantly to any future contact. Harudera Yuria, alias JB. As the woman said herself, she's something of a pain in the ass. She'll go nearly half a year without a single call, and suddenly it's a brusque, stand by the designated point. Where? Of course, she has some incredibly troublesome job waiting to push on me. No, it's almost better than when there's actually a job. Sometimes she leaves me at the rendezvous point for more than an hour without any contact. And then, when I finally get the call I've been sitting around waiting for, it's a curt, situation resolved, and I go right back home again. Well, I do get a travel fee deposited into my account just for heading to the standby point. So I suppose it's not a complete fool's errand in that sense, but sometimes I can't help but feel like my time on this earth isn't being spent efficiently. It's something of a behind-the-scenes, part-time job, and the work would be troublesome to explain to others if they asked. Of course, it's also not the kind of job I can just casually quit when I want to. More importantly, this is a position that I inherited from my master. I wouldn't walk away even if I could. Well then, how should I explain this to Amane and company? I don't think I'll be able to pass her off as a cookie peddler after all. I passed through Mihama Academy's school gate, dragging myself along on heavy feet. As expected, the instant I show my face in the classroom, Amane jumps all over me. Most of my classmates are gathered on the far side of the room, apparently having watched me from the window. And as I enter, they're all looking at me with questions in their eyes.
ねえ、誰なの？さっきのパツキン。
Blondie? Naturally, Amane is the one who steps forward to interrogate me, as if declaring herself the representative of the class. That said, the rest of the group doesn't seem to be disinterested either. Makina is staring at me with a dazed expression, and Sachi's clutching her hands together in front of her chest, waiting for my words with bated breath. As for Michiru, for some reason, she's glaring at me like I kicked her puppy. Because we know another blonde-haired girl, I guess? You got a real blonde? Wah! Sakaki, on the other hand, is sitting firmly in her seat reading a book, as if to announce she's above such things. But judging from the way she hasn't turned the page once since I came in, we've probably got her attention as well. I told you already, didn't I? She's my superior from my part-time job. Thought you said she was your guarantor.
上司か。上司ね。ユージくんバイトなんかしてるんだ。
Yeah, I lost both my parents when I was a kid, so I have to earn my own living expenses.
どんなバイトなの？
It's a little difficult to summarize, but... well, I get rid of garbage, or crawl into various places and take care of the cleaning. It's what you'd call dirty work. Oh my god, he's a cleanup crew. He's literally there to clean up. He cleans up the bodies in the rooms afterward, after something happens. Great. Just great.
じゃあ、あのパツキンの人も清掃業なの？
That's right. But she's on the management side, so she doesn't get her hands dirty. No, he's actually an assassin. Good Christ almighty, mother of God.
へえ、あの人名前は？
That one make an MC that just cleans up after. You never know. But yeah, he probably is an assassin. I mean, you never know. He could also just be the guy who cleans up the scene after an assassination takes place. Plus, take out garbage means killing. Yeah, true. Could also be just body disposal. You never know. He's either the assassin or the one who cleans up after the assassination. JB.
JB？
Her real name is Harudera Yuria. JB's a pet name.
あの見た目で日本人なの？
Jackie Black. She's a naturalized citizen. I think she's originally German? Don't really remember. I pull up the chair from my seat and drop my bag on top of the desk with a deliberately loud thump. The questioning over now? If you've satisfied your curiosity, then go sit down. Class is gonna start. Just as I speak, the first bell rings and Makina and Sachi scurry back to their seats. But the large woman who's been interrogating me, her expression still smoldering with irritation, pulls out the chair from her seat in front of mine and sits down heavily.
ねえ、ユージくん。私、まだ肝心なことを聞いてないわ。
What? Spit it out then.
あの人との関係、恋人じゃないんだよね。
Oh my god. That's your big question? What a joke.
くだらなくないわよ。私には大切なことなのよ。
Don't stick your nose in my face.
ドキドキしちゃう？
You got a mustache starting there.
嘘！
God damn it. Yeah, just screwing with you.
グーで殴るよ。
Sounds fun. Give it a try.
この！
Amane's punch is slow and lacking in serious intent. I dodge it easily with a slight swaying movement of my upper body. Think this over calmly. Do I look like a man who could be in a relationship?
あんたみたいな男だから謎なんじゃない。年上で金髪の外人が恋人でも、あんたなら妙に納得できるというか。
Amane stares into my eyes as if searching for the truth.
そもそも、うちの学園長とも知り合いなんでしょ？
Well, yeah.
怪しい。
What is?
この学園に来る前は何をしていたの？
Well... So this question finally came up. On paper, I was studying abroad in Canada. Hey! Or some similar lie they came up with from my forged personal history. But if they start pushing into that story, this will just drag on. Answering somewhat honestly now should make for less trouble down the line anyway. Before I came here, I guess I was a freeloader of sorts.
紐
If you want to make it fancier, maybe a gigolo? I was being supported by unrelated older women.
それが
Unrelated older
あ
woman.
の金髪の人
Jesus Christ. No, she's a friend of the other woman. I started mooching off her after the first one died.
あんた最低ね
Jesus Christ, man. In exchange, she worked me brutally hard on the job. She doesn't have anything to complain about. Amane shuts her eyes, slaps her hand on her forehead, and heaves a heavy sigh.
とにかく恋人はいないってことで間違いないのね
Yeah, Amane clearly has a fucking thing for us. Right. I'll admit, I don't quite understand why that's the main point here. But I guess this stuff is on the mind of girls at this age. If you try to force your perspective onto everything, you'll lose sight of the bigger picture. Although she doesn't look entirely satisfied with my response, Amane mutters a brief, well, alright. Rises from the chair and heads back to her own seat. Think she's just trying to use you? I watch until she finally sits down, then quickly turn to look behind me.
何よ
Immediately behind me, I find a bright red Michiru staring back at me. Were you listening?
なば別にあんたのことなんか興味ないんだからね
Oh, she's trying so hard.
聞いてたんじゃなくて聞こえちゃっただけよ勝手に変な話聞かせないでよね迷惑なんだから
Crossing her arms tightly in front of her chest, her face bright red, Michiru babbles frantically. In response, I thrust my right hand out in an energetic thumbs up. Nice tsundere, Michiru.
バカにして
If you don't want to talk about something, you should make it awkward to ask. Based on that theory, I tried spicing things up a little more than the reality. But who knows how much of it they believed. Of course, it's true my parents died when I was still a kid, that I was picked up by an older woman, my master, and that I lived off the money she earned. After my master's death, I did get work from her friend JB in order to earn my keep. On top of that, it's thanks to her vouching for me that I'm able to attend a normal school like this in the first place. Huh. Now that I think about it, I didn't change the facts much at all. But then the more you focus on constructing believable lies, the less they tend to work. When you stick more or less to the truth, you end up convincing people no matter how absurd the story sounds. A promising start. Would be a bit of an overstatement, but I think I can work with this. Alright. Yep, elbows cracked, wrists cracked. Oh, knuckles aren't cracking today. And neck always cracks. I am a hot mess. I'll probably go for another half hour, maybe. Hey, G, how's it going, buddy? No matter what sort of life you're living, you'll run into people who just won't listen to what you have to say. You're doing good? Good, good. I'm doing alright. This game is making me say things I normally wouldn't want to say, but, well, it is what it is. When words don't get through, the easiest alternative is beating them into submission. Certainly a bit of a rough solution, but when you're dealing with another man, it's at least an option. But when you're dealing with a woman, let alone a shrimp of a girl who doesn't come up to your shoulder, it's a different story. It's a visual novel, and our main character has some very misogynistic thoughts, like the one I just read out. Well, it's been a lot of talk of one character's boobs. A lot. Just why? I'm Christ, one of the first interactions we had with another character was literally asking, okay, what are your sizes? Yeah, totally a fun character. I gotta shake my head every time he says something stupid, which is like every other line. If you start swinging your fists around out of irritation under those circumstances, anyone would call it bullying the weak. It's bad style. Leaves an unpleasant taste in your mouth, too. What's called for in such situations is perseverance and patience. They're always saying we live in the age of technological wonders. So I've been waiting for someone to invent a machine you can stick on your back and switch to Zen-like, instantly granting yourself innate self-control. But despite the clear market potential, the world isn't yet such a convenient place. No big deal. I'm pretty used to endurance tests by now. It's been 5 minutes since I spotted Irisu Makino wandering aimlessly around the campus and called out, "What are you up to?" in a casual tone. On the bright side, she reacted to my voice and stopped dead in her tracks instead of fleeing. But the next step is proving a little more problematic. The girl's just staring up at my face. She hasn't said a word. Can you not speak Japanese? Silent as always, Makina shakes her head back and forth in denial, apparently having understood my question. Are you afraid of me, maybe? Our silence continues, and this time there's neither confirmation nor denial. It seems unlikely that she didn't understand the question, which would mean this one is in uncertain territory somewhere between yes and no. As far as I can guess. I'm repeating myself, but this sort of communication takes a lot of patience and persistence. I try to consciously consider things from Makina's point of view. A transfer student with an unclear background. What's more, a man 178 centimeters tall. Okay, how fucking tall is that? Alright, 178 centimeters in feet. Okay, he's 5'8". Well, he's taller than me. Still shorter than the rest of my friends. Except Jen. So, yeah, still not taller than them. Taller than me and Jen. From the perspective of Machina, who I guess to be around 140 centimeters, it might well be a little intimidating to have me towering above her. 140 cm in feet. Okay, Machina is like 4'5". Machina's 4'5". Where are you? And Amane, who's shorter than him, is a big woman. I think he said she was about 6 centimeters shorter than him. So if he's 178, if I go 172... Amane's 5'6". I am the size of Amane. I'm getting my conversions from Google. I'm literally putting in 100 and whatever centimeters in feet and getting the numbers from it. Same, I'm big woman. And I am short man. Are you converting the feet Oh, yeah, that'd be it. I'm just I'm making the decimal the inches. I'm an idiot. Alright. Yeah, so your stuff's more correct. Yeah, I'm just being dumb. Okay? Stupid feet. I hate the Imperial system. It's such a stupid-ass measurement system with that stuff. I prefer metric. Everything is divisible by 10. It's easier to figure out. Okay, so we are 5'10". Machina is 4'7". Amane is 5'7" or 5'7.5". So, Amane is fucking taller than me. Great. That's just fucking wonderful. Me being an American. Like, I'm sorry, I'm going on a goddamn tangent about this. Okay, you got 12 inches in a foot. Then it's, how many, goddamn. 3 feet in a yard. It's like, what the hell? I'm so confused. And then 1,760 yards for a mile. What is this conversion bullshit? Let's make this simple. You have centimeters. How many centimeters are in a meter? 100. How many meters are in a kilometer? 1,000. There are other divisions between those, they're just not used as frequently, but they exist. The metric system is so goddamn easy. Fucking God almighty. Statute mile, 5,280 feet. It originated from the Roman mille passe, or 1,000 paces, which measured to 5,000 Roman feet. In the year 1500, Old London Mile was defined as 8 furlongs. At the time, a furlong measured by a larger northern German foot was 625 feet. Thus, the mile equated to 5,000 feet. During the reign of Elizabeth II, the mile gained an additional 280 feet. Oh, it makes me want to tear my fucking hair out. How do you get through this in school as Americans? Like, oh my god. That's such a specific goddamn number to remember. We got it easy. Everything is divisible by 10 over here. Makes perfect sense to me. I mean, fair enough. That it's literally the only thing you learned in school. It's what you learned in school, so it's gonna be familiar to you and make more sense. But it's, just looking at it from the Canadian perspective, it's like, what the hell? I know there's been a few probes to Mars that have crashed because no one bothered to swap the metric to imperial measurements, and they used imperial with metric numbers, and it's like, oh hey, we'll just plummet the goddamn probe down onto the planet instead of actually firing off the parachute when it needed to go off. Oops. Okay, rant over. To continue with the game. For the moment, I crouch down so my eyes are level with hers. Okay, that's gonna make her even more intimidated. It seemed like you were wandering around the grounds. Are you looking for something?
違うのよ。
Machina speaks a single word in a quiet voice, and once again shakes her head in denial. Then what are you doing? That's a point of some interest to me, but, well, if you get down to it, wherever she is and whatever she's doing is her own business, I suppose. I'm not a policeman, and I don't have any reason to drag it out of her. In this case, it might be best to find some words to wrap this up cleanly, give her a friendly goodbye, and let this timid creature be on her way. But just as I reach this conclusion, Machina slowly moves her hands to the rear of her skirt, grabs something with her stubby fingers, and pushes it in front of my eyes. Did she grab another bug? What's this thing? At a glance, the item in Machina's small hand is a toy-like object, roughly the size of an egg, with an LCD screen buried into the center. Oh my god, she has a Tamagotchi!
デジタルペット。
She's walking her digital pet, she's getting her steps in. That's what she's doing. What's that? On closer examination, there's some unknown life form or monster, most closely resembling a chick, displayed in blocky pixels on the center LCD. Seems to be programmed with some cheap animations, about 3 patterns or so. Ah. Come to think of it, I remember reading a news article about this a few years ago. After developing the smallest 3-axis geomagnetism sensor in the world at the time. A certain company fed the technology into a children's electronic toy, which then became an explosive hit among grade schoolers. It's a pedometer, right? One of those things where the pet grows up faster the more you walk?
そう。
Not Nodding her head, Machina returns the pedometer in her hand to her waist. In other words, she wasn't looking for anything in particular. Her wandering itself was the objective. Walking's a good thing, since it's an aerobatic exercise without too much strain on the joints. Or aerobic, sorry. We're gonna get aerobatic. I just made up a word. I apologize again. I'm gonna be apologizing a lot through this VN, aren't I? And if you're gonna walk anyway, having some sort of visible result for the effort makes it feel more worthwhile.
外にはあまり出たくないから。
Machina points at the school gate as she speaks. I see. It makes sense she'd want to avoid crowded places, given her extreme shyness. That would restrict her strolls to pacing around the school grounds, which would quickly get repetitive. So the digital pet serves as a distraction from that boredom. Most likely. You like taking walks?
微妙。
Sorta, is it? Well, walking for fun at this age might be a little odd. Seems more like a hobby of an old man. Yeah, have any other interests? Like reading, for example? Read any books lately?
本？
Manga's fine too, whatever. To tell the truth, I already heard from Amane that Machina often reads books, and reading is a hobby of mine as well. I think it's a decent common topic for starters. In response to my question, Machina holds her right index finger to her chin and mumbles, while gazing up at the sky.
クイズの本。
Quiz, huh? Was it interesting?
裸眼で直視すると命に関わる危険なお菓子ってなんだ？
What's the dangerous sweet that's life-threatening to observe with the naked eye? The sun? Life-threatening to observe with the naked eye? What kind of death ray weapon is that? And a sweet, of all things? Some new tech from the West? Just looking at it is dangerous? Would mean it's probably some variety of optical weapon? Something like an X-ray possessing mass? Or some sort of beam saber style light-based killing tool? Okay, I did not expect flashing lights. I apologize. No, wait. If just seeing it is dangerous. Some sort of super weapon that radiates a pulse to the receptors of the eyeball, using a flickering pattern to stimulate the brain cells and trigger accelerated apoptosis? I got a feeling they're gonna flash the lights again, so if anyone has any kind of maybe epilepsy or easily caused by seizures, please look away for a moment. Hold it, hold it. This thing is a sweet, right? Sweet. Where the hell do we go from there? All I'm getting is some sort of chocolate pastry shooting out a mysterious beam of light. Pew, pew, pew? I don't know. I give up. What's the answer?
みたらし団子。
Candy? What?
見たらし団子。見たら死ぬのよ。
Oh, it's such a bad pun. Oh my god. I'll give them props though. They managed to attempt a translation of a Japanese joke with the spelling. They attempted. I guess the original joke had something to do with Dango. So, hey, you know what? For an attempt at a localized joke, good job. I'll give them that. It's very much a stretch, though. Yeah, they tried their best, but that is such a stretch. See and die. Ah, I get it. I missed that angle. Candy.
もう行ってもいい？
Hmm? Yeah, sorry to hold you up. Without even a bye or later, Machina leaves the area at a trot, as if fleeing from me. Doesn't seem like she outright hates me, though.
逆じゃないかな。
How long have you been there?
みたらし団子のあたりかな。
What do you mean by the opposite?
ああ、まあなんつうか、単純に人見知りってのもあるけど、マキナはユージ君に嫌われないようにしてるんだと思うよ。
Trying to not be disliked?
マキナって本当はもっと明るい子なんだけど、明るすぎてうざがられることも多いから警戒してるのよ。
Yes. I get this. You just... Especially if someone brings up a topic you're interested in. You want to, you know, kind of get excited over it, or just something you want to talk about in general, but then you hold yourself back because you might be a bit too much. It's like, yeah, I don't want them to think I'm a freak by going nutso and unloading, you know, an encyclopedia of knowledge all at once. I get that. I get that a lot. True enough. I remember seeing her rushing around, brandishing a cicada and cackling that first time. If that's her normal state, then the way she behaves in front of me would certainly be a product of deliberate self-restraint, but...
警戒しているってことは、ユージ君に嫌われないように意識してるって証拠じゃない？
I think it could be interpreted as simple fear as well.
まあ、怯え半分ってのはあると思うけど、大丈夫じゃないかな。
What makes you say that?
さっき、マキナと会話するとき、ユージ君、マキナの目線に合わせて腰を低くしたでしょ？あれって実は有効手段なんだよね。
Yeah. When I was a kid, there was a time I'd been surrounded by unfamiliar adults and found myself on the brink of tears. When one of the adults stooped down to talk with me face to face, I immediately got emotionally attached. Looking back, I feel like shouting, "You sure got attached to an outrageous person," or complaining about what an idiot I was, but...
ほら、私も背高い方だし、最初はマキナもなかなか懐かなくってさ、目線を合わせて話すって裏技に気づくのに1ヶ月もかかったよ。
And now she's glued to you. Or something like that?
あ確かにべったりだけど、言うほどいつも一緒ってわけじゃないわよ。マキナは基本的に一人で遊ぶ方が好きだし。それにあの子、感情のムラが激しいっていうか、あんまり変な意味にとってほしくないんだけど、 ずっと一緒にいると疲れるのよね。
Maybe she's playing by herself because she understands that?
うまく説明できないけど、猫みたいなものよ。構ってほしい時だけニャンニャン言ってすり寄ってきて、飽きたらスッといなくなっちゃう感じ。
Okay, Machina is a cat. So she could also just push things off tables for no reason?
くせっ気でふわふわしてるし、体もぐにゃぐにゃで柔らかいし、体温が高いから抱くと暖かいし、なんか甘ったるい匂いするし、猫っぽいよね。
A cat. I see.
まあ慣れないうちはそっけないかもしれないけど、絶対に悪い子じゃないから仲良くしてあげてよ。
I don't plan to force her to be friends if she doesn't want to be. But yeah, I'll try to avoid being hated. If I avoid unnecessary contact, I shouldn't inspire any hatred, or come to hate anyone myself. In exchange, I won't be liked or come to like anyone either. Maintaining emotional distance along appropriate lines is an essential, but extremely difficult aspect of forming efficient interpersonal relationships. Interpersonal, not intrapersonal. Interpersonal. Of course, there are always these careless puppy dog types who will leap into your arms, wagging their tails right from the start.
何よ、私の顔じっと見て。
I mean, you barely know us and you're already willing to change in front of us. I don't understand you, Yuji. I don't understand you. Well, just think about how beautiful you are.
キスしたくなっちゃった？
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Alright, Amane. Close your eyes.
うん。
What the fuck? Her chest swelling with some ridiculous expectation. Amane closes her eyes and thrusts out her lips as instructed. Moving quickly and silently, I make good my getaway, leaving the girl to her foolishness. Nope, he's just making her look like an idiot. Standing there with her eyes closed, lips out, while he just walks away.
どこ行ったのよ。もう意地悪。
I see. Mach and I may have the right idea. Leaving out later or goodbye entirely and silently running away certainly is less troublesome. He's a different breed. He's got... He's got something going on. I don't know what though yet. Don't take it the wrong way, Amane. It's not that I hate you. I'm just trying to avoid being hated by you. He got issues for days. He's got issues for months. Do I want to stop right now? Yeah, actually.
セーブするわ。
Yeah, I think that's good for today. I'm not gonna do the 3.5 hours I did yesterday again. That was a bit much even for me. But, yeah, this I am still pretty goddamn intrigued with this thing. Yuji is still a dickbag, but whatever. Good stopping time. I can now go fall into food coma after my Taco Bell. Yeah, I gotta get lunch too. I went for a while without eating anything yesterday. It's not a good thing, but it is what it is. So, don't really have anyone on for a raid. If someone has a suggestion, go ahead and use the Guide the Raid, redemption. Otherwise, yeah, I could just end it off entirely here. Taco Bell sounds so good. Oh, it's fast food, but it's great for, like, late night, all the time. It's that perfect late night food that you just snack on. Late night food is perfect, yeah. I actually really like the music in this game. This music is pretty dang good. We got more hints about our main character's background. Looks like he's part of some kind of clandestine group. He is an orphan. We know that. I did call that last stream. Where it goes from here, who knows? So, my next stream is going to be Friday at 10 a.m. and I'll be back with Subnautica. Gonna continue on with wonderful Thalassophobia adventures there. And I will have to stop being a chicken shit and actually go deeper. Because I'm running out of things to do where I am. Don't really have anyone on right now for raid suggestion. That's okay. That's alright. Yeah, we'll just skip the raid for today. That's okay. No problems. Don't gotta raid all the time. But, yeah. Gotta keep swimming. Yeah, I'll have to face my fears for Subnautica. So yeah. Thanks everyone for watching, commenting, lurking. I appreciate it very much as always. Hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your day. And I'll see you next time.